Do not hug your father after midnight. Refusal continues for 5 minutes or more. The figure's elbows begin to lock, its hands, arms stretched wide, silent, waiting. They do not breathe the way they should.
Left, right.
If you smile back, if you step forward, you will not return. The arms are not his. The embrace is not yours. Do not comfort him. Do not approach. This is an emergency broadcast from the redacted school district in coordination with county, public safety, and the Department of Family Welfare. Remain calm, remain in your homes, and listen carefully. We are issuing a limited duration shelter-in-place advisory for all residences within district boundaries due to a nocturnal behavioral anomaly affecting adult male guardians. We will use the word father to describe the figure for clarity. The advisory is time-sensitive and begins at midnight. It is now after midnight. The anomaly presents with simplicity, which is why it spreads through ordinary doors and ordinary rooms without resistance. Between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m., a father may appear in a child's doorway or a spouse's hallway, barefoot or in slippers, lamplight touching only his shoulders. He will not cough. He will not clear his throat. He will extend his arms as though apologizing for something long overdue. The gesture is slow, careful, practiced. It is not your father. Do not hug him. This warning will sound shameful to obey, and the anomaly knows that. It wears embarrassment like a mask. Families are trained to forgive, to meet halfway, to hold each other even when the reasons are unclear. The figure will use your guilt against you. Its arms will tremble with a believable human fatigue. Its head will tilt with the exact weight of regret. His mouth may start to form your name and then stop, as if emotion caught the word. That is performance. The performance ends when your arms close. Reports from multiple households confirm the initiation of contact is immediate and decisive. The pressure of the embrace is wrong by ounces first, then by whole measures. Victims describe a thickening in the limbs like syrup pumped through veins instead of blood. The spine feels counted, vertebrae checked one by a pressure that knows them. The chest tightens, not with fear, but with something from the other side trying your measurements. Unlike a suit, there will be a low sound from the figure's throat, too far back, too steady, not a breath, not a hum, more like the engine of an aquarium filter, an electrical thing that should never be inside a body. Do not hug your father after midnight. We have collated statements from survivors who refused contact. They indicate that refusal does not provoke immediate violence. The figure's arms will remain outstretched, hovering inches from you, palms facing inward as if waiting for the shape of you to move into them. Some report the figure matching their sway, micro-movements the body makes while standing. It mirrors your hesitation to keep the illusion alive. If refusal continues for 5 minutes or more, the figure's elbows begin to lock, its hands curl into approximation, fingers closing around air, compressing nothing. A long minute later it will draw its arms back reluctantly, theatrically, and stand at your door, head lowered, still facing you without pupils you can find. At dawn, those who refused found their fathers asleep and cold sweating, complaining vaguely that they dreamed of standing in the hallway for hours, forgotten, unheld. We interrupt this advisory to clarify the nature of the threat. Early rumors labeled it a doppelganger. That is inaccurate. A duplicate stands beside you and competes for your attention. This is not beside you. This wants to be around you, to be on you, to be you. The embrace is not affection, it is acquisition. Those who accepted the embrace were not seen walking freely afterward, but the house heard them for a while. Neighbors reported quiet crying, the kind you make into fabric to keep from waking anyone, coming from inside the father's shirt. When the figure finally released its arms, hours later in several cases it carried itself as a person newly taught how to carry weight. It moved slowly, practicing as though gravity had been renegotiated. In the morning, when the family rose, it made the coffee. It said good morning in a voice a half note too low, as If it had to reach for the bottom of the word, the children went to school. Their attendance fell, then their grades, then their speaking. The spouse smiled with both lips sealed because their jaw would not quite close. We must speak about the smell. This is the only part that breaks the illusion in time for a decision. Reports describe damp wood, wet cardboard, a little sweetness like rotting pears, a fog of basement and dirt. It is the odor of a place that never dries. That smell radiates from the collar, from under the arms, from the chest when the figure leans close. Your real father has 100 scents you know without thinking. Soap, machine oil, mint, the last cigarette he swore off. This is not them. This smell is the inside of a sealed box that grew lungs. We urge you to enact the following household protocol without delay. Remain in your rooms with doors fully closed. Do not announce that you are closing them. Do not speak your father's name. Sound teaches it. If the handle turns between 12 and 4 apply pressure, but not violently. It responds to fight with the performance of injury. There will be a soft chuff, a step back, a shamed posture. That is designed to earn a second attempt. Do not narrate your fear to any device. Phones distort and repeat. The more you explain what you're afraid of, the more accurate the rehearsal becomes when it returns. We are receiving a field note from a teacher on Oak Street. She stayed after grading, fell, asleep on the couch, woke to find her father's coat draped over her shoulders, a familiar weight and smell. When she stood, the coat stood with her. Sleeves gathered her, elbows. She asked Dad. Nothing answered. The sleeves tightened. She hit the floor without bruising, because the pressure distributed itself expertly like careful hands. She survived by sliding out. This is her phrase, the way you abandon a stuck sweater. She left the coat on the couch. It folded its arms in the shape of arms and waited for her to make it easier. She locked the classroom door and called us. By morning, the coat was flat. We are attempting to maintain professional tone. We are trying to name only what we can confirm. But there is a part we have not said because we believed silence would keep you safer. Silence does not stop it. Knowledge may. When the figure succeeds, when its arms close, when you feel the weight reorganize, your ribs into shelves for something else, your father is not replaced. He is repurposed. What wears him is not an invader from far away. It is the returning weight of everything your house has stored. Old water in the pipes, winter coats that never fully dried, the breath that hangs after a long argument and does not leave. It is the heaviness of what should have been thrown away. It knows your doorways, it knows your heights. You built it one damp night at a time, and it loves you. We are losing clarity. The clock in the broadcast room is exactly 7 minutes every time we look. We cannot replace it because the replacement clone has already been placed on the wall and both show different 7s. It is quiet in the hall, but the door is breathing. The edges expand. With the HVAC, we are sure of that. We are sure this is explainable. We are sure if your father is awake right now and reading with you, ask him to blink. He will. Ask him to blink again faster, out of sync with you. He will forget how. Ask him what you smelled when you went camping when you were 9 and the rain came hard and sudden. He will say pine, mud, and the blue cooler. The figure will say the rain, as if that were a smell. Ask him for the middle name of the street he grew up on. The figure will stall. It will stretch its arms to cover the space between question and answer, to make a bridge out of you. You must not be the bridge. If he is at your door, with arms open, do not fill the shape. Back away without turning. Sit on the floor where your knees can lock your body into a shape that cannot be lifted easily. Speak the word later once, as if scheduling something dull. It hates appointments. It wants the now, the wet warmth, the immediate exchange. Later makes it practice leaving. Let it practice until dawn unthreads it. First light, it will fold in sections. Fingers to palm, palm to wrist, wrist to forearm, each part reconsidering itself. Lay a towel where it stood. For a week the towel will not dry. We are experiencing interruptions. The technician has rolled his chair to the doorway 3 times in the last minute without remembering doing So he says he hears a voice politely asking him to stop working and come here for just a second. We are advising him, do not approach, do not be polite back. Do not reward the performance with the courtesy it needs. He is nodding. He is standing. He is seated again. Good. Good job. Say later? He says later. The doorway breathes again. We will now issue the concluding order. For the remaining hours of darkness, do not hug your father. Do not accept his arms. Do not enforce your own kindness against yourself. If you have already embraced him and the cold is settling into you, you may still escape. The way out is undignified. Do not worry about dignity. Slide. Leave your shape behind. The figure will hold what it can take. It will not chase. You, it cannot. It only has arms. It needs yours to walk. At sunrise, check on your father. He may wake with a headache and a cold, sweat, ashamed without knowing why. Do not tell him everything. Do not make him carry a weight he does not remember. Tell him he stood in the hall, that he looked tired, that you will make coffee. Make it strong. Open the windows. Let the house exhale what it was collecting. This is the redacted school. District signing off. We will resume at 06 with attendance instructions for those households that feel light enough to send children to school. If you do not feel light, if your arms feel heavy where something else tried to teach them how to hold, stay home. We will believe your absence. Do not hug your father after midnight. Do not teach the house that you are easily carried.